Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Serge, and today I'm just gonna talk about teams, best team comps. This team comp that I have right here is complete doo-doo butter garbage trash because I don't have all of the units that I want right now because I have not summoned as of yet. The units that I do have right now, though, let's put it this way: these are the only 5 stars that I have. Alright, so basically this team, the only reason why it's like this is just so I have my my CP or my EP at least 55k, because I'm trying to finish the story mode as soon as I can, but with the way that things are going, I might not be able to for now. But this is my current team, and again, this is bad. All right, so everyone in the comments, go ahead and say how bad this team is. But again, this is just a startup team. I don't even have a good protection unit. I don't have Charybdis, unfortunately. So yeah, but that doesn't mean that I can't show you guys the better teams to use, right? So in this case, let's look at the team comps that are here. These teams are like very good. I will link this in the description below for you guys to check out on your own, but we'll just go ahead, we'll go quickly between the teams and which ones to use. Wind team with dark units, basically Veldura with Milim or Hakuro as the wind damage per second unit, and it just has the whole lineup. So you got we got the wind type Veldura. It's not the one that I have, okay? It's not the one that I have. So remember, look, this is the blue one, and the one that they want us to use is the wind type one, right? So we got wind type Veldura, then we got Milim Nava, the Dragon Majin, then we got Hakuro. Like I said, these two, good combination. Then we got Shion, we got Soe, Ranga, Rigard, Beretta, and Shion. And then again, these are all units that you can use in the team. All right, so you're given the one protector, then you can use any 6 of these units in a team. So that's what it's basically showing you. It says Veldura boosts wind type by 16% and dark units by 8%. 50% Veldura passive synergizes with Hakuro's passive to increase damage. Shion's personal crit passive synergizes with Hakuro's AoE defense down debuff. And then Soe acts as a supporter, buffing team attack and cleansing poison. Alright, and then it literally says what they basically do here. So going down, we got the light team with earth units. Basically Ramaris with Gazelle as the main damage per second unit. So your main damage per second unit is going to be the first unit on your team. Right, so we got Ramaris, Fairy of the Labyrinth, Gazelle, Shuna, Milim, Chloe, Trainee, the other Milim, Trya, and Geld. Now, one thing you should take into consideration: you are allowed to use the same character on the same team. So, like if I wanted to put 2 Shunas on the same team, which I showed you guys here, I have 2 Shunas on the same team. You're capable of doing that. So yeah, you can have that in the same team. So looking at it like this, you can have both Milims on the team, and that will be your light team with a little bit of earth splashed into it. So light team with wind seems very defensive oriented, as nearly every unit besides Gazelle use defensive or support skill passives. Could make for an interesting counter-attack team comp. So yeah, I mean, out of all of them, I would say that this is like one of the less idealistic team to use. But again, if you want to play defensive, then this is your go-to. Now this one is the one that I was talking about. This is one of the most, like, one of the better teams in my opinion. I'm not gonna say it's the best team, but it's one of the better teams. So a space team with wind, and because this complements each other so well with the characters, it's like my go-to. I would use this team, I would run this team, and this is the team that I mentioned in my last video. So Charybdis, then we got Rimuru, we got the Rimuru that I have, then we got Ranga, Shuna, Milim, the one that I want, Hakuro, I need him, and then another Hakuro, Shion, and Alice. So these are your go-to units. This team can accumulate skills souls fast. Rimuru supports the team with very thick attack and defense buffs, good balance for damage per second and survivability, and access to plenty of skills usage in team. It seems so. Yeah, how with every one of these characters can do damage, and with the way that Rimuru just adds the buffs, bro, it's gonna be a team to mess with. Okay, legit, this is a team that will help you run through the game. These units, add them in together, and the synergy within this team is going to flourish. All right, next up we got fire team with light. Now it's same thing as Charybdis and the wind team. In this case, it's the same concept, but this time it's with fire and light units. But again, you don't have that much of an idea or ideal units to use because not a lot of light units, you know. So in this case, this would be a viable team later on in the game when we have more units, especially more light units. But for now, I would say this is a great team, but again, units, it's lacking. So team supports Benimaru as he does the bulk of the damage. Obviously, he's the only damage per second unit here, and then also Gazelle. But yeah, but the main source is gonna be Benimaru, and then there's nothing else that you can really put on it except for, you know, Shion and not Shion, Shuna and Milim and Shizue. But other than that, Shizue, bro, Shizu, gosh, man, my pronunciations are going out. But yeah, with that, I mean, yeah, it's not really much that you can do there. Now you got a water team with space team. Now this one, when they released this Milim, I was like a little iffy on it. I was like, interesting. So again, see, it even says it right, like kind of bizarre how every water unit and even space Rimuru wants to boost your defense. You'll need a good damage per second like Rimuru, the Chancellor of Tempest, or the free Rimuru, which is reincarnated. Yeah, so this right now lacking. Units are missing. We need units to complement this team a little better. But right now, I mean, if you have Milim as like your protector, it's gonna be good, especially because it's boosting defense. But right now we're just not seeing much, unfortunately, because again, the only two damage dealers you're gonna be having is Rimuru and both Rimuru. That's it. But yeah, we'll skip over this one right now. But that's basically your water team. Not really much that you can do there. Then we have two more teams going. We got the earth team with water, and this is another one that I would say is referenced with Charybdis and Ifrit. So basically, it's earth complementing with water. So we got basically Colossus with any 5-star earth or water unit. Yeah, because again, we're lacking with characters. We need when they drop more characters with the elements that we are needing, then it'll be a lot viable. So again, the Ifrit team, the Golem team, the Charybdis team, and the I said Ifrit, Colossus. But yeah, for now we got pure earth team. Seems to lack some damage again. Yeah, because none of these can do damage really. Colossus skill, super boost team counterattack rate. Make sure you have training or Rimuru for healing. That's the only. Well, there you go, healing. that's basically it, man. Wait a minute. Yeah, so he's the only thing that's gonna be doing. I don't even know who would be doing the damage here. No one. Jeez, yeah, when they drop more characters, guys, these will be more viable teams, like trust. And then Orc Lord being like one of the worst of the protectors. High DPS, low sustain team comp, plenty of units convert soul of skills into soul of secrets. So that's basically like Beretta, Shion, Rimuru, Zoe, Benny. There's nothing that's going on here that you can really use for this team. So Orc Lord, so if you were to choose a team, guys, I would definitely go with this team right here, the Charybdis team. That's my favorite. If you also want, if you like want to use the boy Benimaru, then you would go with Ifrit's team. But again, we're lacking on units on this, especially for the light units. but actually both fire and light units. So I would this could be your next team, or and then you have Colossus, that could be a good viable team. You got Milim, that could be a viable team, but again, we need more units. So the only thing that I could keep saying is if we had more units, then we would have a better rounding of characters to use. But for right now, the only two teams, let me see. Yeah, the only two teams that seems viable at best right now, start of this game, is going to be Charybdis' team and Veldura's team. That's it. The others are lacking in lots of areas, unfortunately. But guys, if this did help you guys, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, join my Discord, link is in the description below. Also follow me on Twitter at SurgeBeer, and I'll see you guys in the next vid. Take care, peace.